Is there another answer?
And the Miata is yours?
Can you share with him what you did? Did you get an answer? Your brain hurt.
Yeah.
Brain surgery.
I think it's a purple square.
Purple square?
Oh, hold up. It could be 11 or 6.
That's another.
It could be 11 or.
You're one of two people that get
I don't get it. What's the second one?
What?
Anything.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have Monica come up and put her answer on the board.
It's 11.
Now remember, the answer is not the point necessarily, it's the discussion. So I want for you to be able to answer questions about what she says. So I'm going to be watching. Please don't start me in the middle of it.
Didn't she do this one last time? She was the one
You
with
may
the-
use this if you want.
This is Trevor.
So make sure you're following along with what she says or her explanation. I may ask you a clarifying question to make sure you are. So pause a moment right there, Monica, if you would. I'm going to ask somebody where you got the 12 from. It'll be Enrique. Enrique, why did she write a 12 above C?
Because the length of AB is 24, and the length of AC is half of AC, or the midpoint of AB.
Did you guys get that? You understand?
Yeah.
Agree? Okay, keep going. Try switching to dry erase markers, will you? Wait, I have the better one right here. No, just put it on my desk. Sometimes they recharge a little bit.
Got my leg on it. Got my leg on it.
Okay, so you'll step to the side, and if you would, explain how you got 11.
Because it says A and C, no. Okay, so yeah, A and B is 24, C is in the middle, is the midpoint,
Got
which is
that.
12.
I got that too.
And this whole thing is 12, and then it says D is the midpoint of, no, hold on.
D is the midpoint of C, which is 6.
Yeah, D is the midpoint of A and C, so half of 12 is 6. So then this side is 6, this side is 6, and then it says E is 5, so I put it right here. And then, so E and C, the distance between there is 1. And then it says, what is the possible distance between A and E? And then, so I did 6 plus 5.
Okay, we're not done yet. We're going to stretch a little bit.
Like stretch.
Okay, so restate just to make sure I'm with you guys or with her on what she said. From A to D is 6, right?
Right.
And from D to C was 6.
Right.
But from D to E was 5.
Okay.
I'm going to say that one more time. From D to E is 5. Is there another answer? Don't say it out loud. 2 people in here got not just 11 as an answer. I want you to take the next 30 seconds and see if you can come up with another answer. Remember, D to E is 5. Is there another answer for the length from A to E other than 11? So don't say it out loud. If you have it, write it down and raise your hand so I can see. You got it?
Your question.
Correct.
I don't get it, I wanna see.
It's on them. It's on them.
All right, a hint. Could you move E into a different location? Could you move E into a different location and get a different answer than 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move it to F.
I'm getting it.
Can't you?
You got it? Do you know where to move it to get a different answer?
Yeah, I do.
On the other side of D? Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, this is what, where you can get a separate answer. It's 1 and 11, because if you move E over here, you would still be following the criteria. It has to be 5 spaces from D.
I got that too.
You got that? Yeah, that's what I saw. You did a very good
I
job.
knew it was
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good work. We're going to move on to the problem of the day. You need to read the problem and be ready to discuss it in 1 minute. Read the problem of the day about Ebola and SARS.
What is
We're talking about it. Okay, hold on. I just was asked what SARS is. For right now, all you need to know is SARS is a different disease. It's like Ebola. If you were watching the news 10 years ago, you would have seen SARS discussed a lot. Anyway, read and be able to discuss the problem. 1 minute.
I can't do this problem.
1 minute.
I'm anti-Baptism.
Boys don't work out. That's not
You will be needing a calculator, yes. Okay, has everybody had an opportunity to read the question? I'm going to pose a question that I want a response to, but I'm going to call on somebody, so just be ready to answer. The question is this: when we have an answer for this problem, what will our answer be stating? I mean, not what is the answer, but what is the question that we'll be addressing here? What is the question within the question? Brian Hernandez. When we have an answer, what will we have an answer to?
You don't help. One is.
Say it again. I barely heard you because there was noise.
Which one would you go assist? Either the SARS or the Ebola?
So do you guys agree with that? The question is, where do we go? Do we go help the people with Ebola? Or do we go help the people with SARS?
Yeah.
So the criteria and the problems presented, what I need for you to do is to read through it with your learning partner. I see this wonderful young lady right here highlighting the important information. I want you to have discussed with your learning partner a strategy to answer that question, where to go to. You have 1 minute, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
We just got that.
What'd you say? You want to do?
You may talk only to your learning partner, ladies.
So mind your business.
I was only going after
mine.
But.
And
Supposed to be like $30 right
Yo, you always ask every period,
How many people are there in the world? How many people are there in the world?
A lot.
You can't type a line in the calculator.
Ebola.
I don't do it that way. You gotta go during the passing period. That's what you gotta do. I don't do the rush time.
Hey.
I don't know.
I need to know because if I put that into the percentage of how many people there is in the world, it's going to tell me how many people are affected in 15 days. So I need to know.
10 billion.
You can't write 10 billion.
Brian, I'm gonna let you go, but it's a participation point. But don't ask anymore.
For the rest of the year.
I got a bonus question though.
Okay, you guys have 40 more seconds. We have discussed what a way is to answer the question
Okay, Brad.
or to gather more information. So, let me call on somebody then. Jason, what's a model that will help us organize our
Table.
decision making? A table?
Yeah.
You would, that's the answer I wanted. You would think I planted that in his head. Table. How many tables are we going to have? 2, 1 for each, right? So go ahead and start building your tables. I want to know which is worse.
Oh, we're gonna do like when we yesterday.
I never heard of
It's not a simple yes/no answer. At a certain point, one of the sicknesses is worse than the other.
I think it's Ebola.
Ebola.
Well, I don't think it's one is worse than the other all the time. We got to know a decision-making point. So anyway, let me see some tables getting
How you
formed.
supposed to come up with numbers?
I think it's hard.
One's gonna spread faster than the other. You don't know which one to do.
Sudden acute respiratory syndrome.
So we'll do the
That's SARS. So I'm looking for tables.
I don't get which one
Blue
these.
by 3
You put the table up there.
So we making a full chart
What?
We making a full chart?
Well, you get a couple shout outs for Cookie and them.
So Yancy, what's something that's going to be in my table? Number of days? So here I go, I'm going to have SARS, Ebola.
Abuela.
He says number of days. What's another thing?
What?
Number of people, they call it number of cases? Cases.
Full case, that's a big chart.
It's something that can repeat. That's an emergency. I can take a lot of time.
Every day is an emergency. You can't go in the passing period.
I'll get a bladder problem. I'll bring it to school. I have bladder problem.
All right, bring me a note. I'm going to take the minus. If you bring me a note, I'll get back all the minuses I've taken.
Alright, good.
Give me a-
I think SARS, whatever it's worth. 30 cases reported and then Ebola, meanwhile, reported 1.
So, number of days, number of cases. I'm going to put a third column in just for myself. No, it'll make sense. It's the rate of change, right?
So we put a third.
So hold on, let me get some information here. For SARS, what is we started day 1, right? How many cases do we have in day 1?
30.
30. And what's our growth rate?
4%.
4%. Now how what am I gonna write? 4% like that?
0.4.
1.04?
Yeah.
All right, good. Where are we at with Ebola?
1 day.
1 day,
One day.
1 case. What's gonna go here? 1.11. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, how do I find out the number of cases at day 2?
Don't you multiply by your time?
Multiply it.
30 by 1.04. Anybody can tell me that? That's a handy dandy calculator.
31.2.
31.2. How would I find out the number of cases at day 3?
Times another 1.
Times this by 1.04 or this by 1.04?
That
This one, right? So what'll it be?
You got other stars.
32.4.
Yeah, just 4 for 8,
448. So